What's good, you guys? You know who it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Relentless Lex, and I'm back like I never left this mother. Yes, Sirski. Hello, somebody. All right, so we got Al Show screams injustice as Diddy walks free, and he feel like the Kim Porter case is now closed, bro. We're going to check this out.
Baby, what you see right here are people drenching in baby oil after the jury reached a verdict on Diddy's case.
Bro, they wildin', bro. They out there with the baby oil putting on the court steps, bro. Boy, I tell you, black people is something else, ain't it? You don't see no white people out there, all blacks, supporting Diddy by putting baby oil on the step.
Baby, what you see right here
well, we be
are
doing the
drenching
most
in baby oil after the jury reached a verdict on Diddy's case. I'm sure y'all have seen by now that Diddy was convicted of 2 counts under the Federal Mann Act for transporting people, including his girlfriends and paid male escorts for intimacy. But he was found not guilty of the more serious charges. So while we have people celebrating, we also have people who are just like, oh, hell no. After all the evidence and receipts that were tabled, this must be a joke. Well, one of those people is allegedly Al Shore, and we even have people questioning whether he is safe given his last allegations against Diddy.
But one thing is, you have volunteered to testify at the trial, correct?
Not as of yet. Actually, I was subpoenaed.
Okay.
So my attorneys worked something out. So I believe when the time is right, I'm going to discuss it with my attorneys.
But you're willing to?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, I am.
I mean, this man has literally been on a press tour against Diddy. Based on reports, Al is also concerned about what this could mean for other Diddy-related allegations, like the one about Kim Porter. Truth be told, a guilty verdict on all counts would have probably added more weight to the allegation that Diddy had something to do with Kim's death. But with Diddy being found not guilty of the serious charges, people may not be as in the allegations, and that is what Al is scared of. Honey, the internet has been crazy since the verdict was reached, but let's just get right into breaking everything down. Obviously, the verdict has had people talking, with some people saying that it is going to set a nasty precedent and trend for what people, especially those with wealth and power, believe they can get away with. Like, we have people noting that participants were literally on the stand admitting to having intercourse with Cassie while she was unconscious from supplies by Diddy, but somehow he was found not guilty of the more serious charges. On the other hand, Diddy supporters turned the courthouse steps into a full-blown spectacle, rubbing on baby oil and partying hard after the verdict was announced.
That's crazy. Boy, they is wilding out there. You know what? That's probably why the judge didn't let Diddy go home, bro. The fans out there wilding with the baby oil. Damn, the kids out there dancing and doing dance routines, shooting videos out there. Music videos. They've been wilding, bro. They've been wilding.
Y'all are wilding. Armand. Look.
Well, like I said, there are people who are worried for the safety of the people who are going hard at Diddy, because he won't be going away for a long time. And one of those people is Al Shore. So not so long ago, Al did an interview where he kind of said that he was positive that Diddy was somehow involved in Kim's death, and he was hopeful that Diddy would get the maximum sentences for all his charges.
Yes, many, many years ago, I posted some information that was, basically trying to save my life. And thank goodness to my ex, the wonderful Kim Porter, the late Kim Porter, who, kind of warned me all along the way to, just kind of watch your back, so on and so forth. And I didn't understand why.
Because of Diddy.
But anyone who has followed Al knows that he has been pretty outspoken about how he feels regarding Kim's passing, and he's even pointed a finger at Diddy a few times. For instance, in November 2021, Al claimed that in the time leading up to Kim's death, she was running from someone or something, and that he told her to call the FBI. Then shortly after uploading the post, Al edited the last part of the caption and removed any mention of the FBI and said that Kim was running a marathon. Al also previously remembered the moment he found out Kim had been pronounced dead by writing. I just found this footage from the morning I learned of at Lady KP's, aka at Kim Porter's death, and how it ripped the soul from my physical body. I do know very clearly that hashtag Kimberly didn't just check out all of a sudden over pneumonia. That's some BS. Really? This is where I get in trouble. Albie actually tagged Diddy in the post to make sure Diddy saw how he thinks he was responsible, adding, "We just celebrated our son at Quincy's New Deal and Christmas special with at Netflix, and she was in fantastic health as well, laughing, seeing me and at Diddy's mutual exchange at the theater." Again, in March 2024, Al insinuated that Diddy played a role in his 2022 coma, and he even said that he was working on a documentary that is gonna shock the world.
We are going to be producing the Albie Shore life story.
Yeah, I bet you probably, hey yo, Al B. Sure, you probably changing your mind now, bro. Now that you're seeing that Diddy is not going to be locked up for long, he's going to get some time. Yes, of course, he's going to get some time. But he may not even do that about what? He may get time served. He's locked up until his date or October or something, his sentencing date or whatever. So he could probably get time served, bro, and be out that same day. So you better be mindful what you put in that book, Albie, bro. I'm just saying, bro.
So hold on to your britches.
Yeah. You better hold on to yours, my boy.
How I ended up in a coma. You're really gonna need to call Homeland Security.
Also, as soon as Kim's alleged book was released, Albie took to Instagram to react to a screenshot of Extra's headline, "Diddy's late ex, Kim Porter, revealed his twisted secrets in alleged diary entries." And in the caption, Albie wrote, 2009 through 2018, y'all said Albie Shore has lost his mind and told to go sit down when he stated this verbatim over time. And again on the day of KPM's M. Ignored by law enforcement when he shared what LKP told him out of desperation and warned him to watch his back as well. Bad things. Y'all said, please, somebody get Al some medical help. He's lost his mind. Even when Cassie dropped her lawsuit and set the ball rolling, Al was one of the first to react, and he reflected on the horrors he faced in 2022 in a somewhat cryptic Instagram post saying, "I don't know where to start or if you're truly ready to hear from me yet. You've witnessed only a small portion of my journey. My faith has been shaken but never shook, and my humble spirit of discernment has taught me the definition of what sacrifice in silence truly means. Just know that we forgive you, but never forget, including all who assisted along the way." Now, in the last interview he did, Al said that he is soon releasing a tell-all memoir titled "Do You Believe Me Now?" in the fall, where he will discuss his experiences and truths, including his interactions with Diddy. He also alleged that Diddy and his affiliates may have been involved in events leading to his multi-organ failure. Then he revealed that there was a bounty on his head and that he faced a significant opposition when he initially spoke out about Diddy. Albie Shore also mentioned being subpoenaed in relation to Diddy's trial and expressed his willingness to testify, and specifically stated that he is focused on living his truth and not driven by marketing or personal gain.
So do you think specifically then that Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated with him did something to you that caused you to have multi-organ failure?
I believe this to be the case, yes. Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
You tell me, does this sound like a man who will be safe once Diddy is out? Allegedly,
no.
Al is questioning the verdict because
Safe? Man, you might as well team up with Jaguar Wright. Y'all get y'all some powerful damn security guards behind y'all and tell everything y'all know, bro. Because you in the light, y'all. Bro, Diddy got you on his radar, bro. The coma thing wasn't enough. When he get out, Albie, I'm pretty sure he gonna be coming for your top, my boy. I'm just saying. I know he probably
was
would.
cleared of the most serious charges. The trial was filled with evidence submitted by former girlfriends who described graphic scenes of DV. Actually, Diddy's lawyers accepted that he was prone to dangerous outbursts, but they denied that this made him guilty of running a criminal enterprise. But according to what Al has said over the years, these are things that Kim went through when she was with Diddy. And like I said, he has suggested a few times that Diddy was responsible for her death. So this verdict was definitely a big blow to to him? Well, regarding how long he is likely to spend in prison, Diddy faces a maximum 10-year prison sentence for each count, but that doesn't necessarily mean he will spend 20 years in prison. What usually happens is that if someone is convicted of two similar charges, the judge will run them together unless there's some aggravating factor. Remember, he has also been in jail since September 2024, and the time spent in detention will be subtracted from the final sentence imposed by the judge. If he is deemed to have behaved well while he was in jail, he could get what is called a good time credit, which will result in a further 15% of his sentence being shaved off. Diddy was also denied a $1 million bond request, with the judge saying that he showed disregard for the law after his homes were raided as part of the federal investigation. He also said prosecutors were right to note that detention is mandatory for a Mann Act conviction, and added that the limited exception to mandatory detention was not met. Oh, Cassie also wrote a letter requesting the judge not to release Diddy, so maybe that played a part in the decision. Anywho, as for how Diddy feels about the verdict, his lawyers spoke to the media outside of court, and they said that Diddy was thankful and relieved that jurors saw through the overzealous and kind of crazy prosecution and did the right thing by acquitting him on the two most serious charges. They also said that Diddy has had a lot of time to reflect while in jail, and that he is in a good place mentally. Also, based on reports, when Diddy's family learned their reunion would be delayed because he has to remain behind bars until his sentencing, he offered some words of encouragement, telling them, "Stay in the light. I'll see you all when I get out." He then reportedly turned his attention to his mother, saying, "Mama, I love you. Stay strong." Well, the other thing is that while the federal criminal trial may be over, that does not mean his legal battles are entirely finished, because Diddy also faces a slew of civil lawsuits filed across the country by Tony Busby, the Houston-based personal injury lawyer who is representing over 150 clients in lawsuits against Diddy. In fact, after the verdict, Tony said that his cases instead focus on discrete wrongful conduct allegedly committed by Diddy that would be considered state law crimes if proven. He also said that now that this spectacle is over, he looks forward to aggressively pursuing these civil cases to obtain justice. Child, I don't know whether he will make Diddy's situation worse, given that his cases are not as serious as the federal cases, but let's just wait and see. Meanwhile, let me know what you think is going on in Al's head since the verdict in the comments section.
Man, Busby, man, you need to go sit down somewhere, Busby. Damn. I don't like that dude, man. I don't even know him when I don't like him. He always trying to come up. Man, I know. Whatever, bro. I'm done with the Busby guy. But man, Diddy come home, man. It's gonna be a blessing, man. I hope he's have did a 360 mentally, because before all this took place, he was a monster, bro. He was truly a monster. But hey, only God can judge, man. Who are we? And he was tried in court. The man beat some of the cases, and he's doing his time. I believe in a second chance for certain people, bro. I really do. And maybe this is not only his second chance. This could have been his 5th or 6th, 7th, 10th chance for all I know. But I know the God that I serve, he'll forgive you more than ever, bro. So maybe prayer is what kept him. And he have another opportunity to turn things around. He should bring public awareness to everything he's been accounted for. Public awareness, and starting some type of campaigns and stuff like that. You know, I would if I was him. But until next time, you guys, man, thank y'all for watching the video. Make sure you comment, like it, and subscribing. Thank y'all for everybody that's been supporting me. The views are starting to go back up gradually. Make sure we share in the live, you guys. As always, relentless game forever. Peace and love.